Hi guys, Fred the Pirate here, and I am here to do a review of Naruto manga chapter 629 entitled Windhole. Let me see if that's the actual title. It might be nope, it's Windhole. A kind of an odd title name. They could have just like at least put the Windhole in there. Um uh so anyways, so essentially what happens in this chapter is the Juubi's been released, and we get to see his new form, and he's essentially he has a rather humanoid form, except like he has like a Pablo Picasso head going on, like where he has like one eye over here and then his mouth on his side, and obviously like 10 tails. And so essentially he gets released. There's a bunch of storms causing mayhem. He attacks Naruto, and he manages to attack Naruto in a way um, that causes Naruto not to be to no longer be able to have the Nine Tails cloak, and to no longer be able to have other people using the Nine Tails cloak. So essentially Naruto gets healed real quick by Sakura, and the rest of his allies decide that they're gonna tag team up to um, help Naruto out. I'm pretty sure that a bunch of people are gonna die because it's like they've all been having their asses handed to them by the Juubi when they've essentially been in like, Super Saiyan ninja mode. So like I don't know what any of these people are gonna be doing like when they're in like normal mode, because like um well, I guess we know like the Hokages are gonna show up. So I guess if a couple people get their asses handed to them, we at least know like in at least a chapter or two we're gonna have like a Deus Ex Machina moment when the Hokages show up and magically bail everybody's asses out. So um, it'll be interesting to see that. So that's pretty much what happens with Naruto. And for most of the chapter, though, we focus on Obito and Kakashi when they're in the pocket dimension, because a couple weeks ago, because last week we didn't have a chapter. So 2 weeks ago, obviously, we know Obito sucked himself and Kakashi into the pocket dimension using the Kamoi. And I don't know if the pocket dimension has a name. If they did name it, like I missed it somewhere. I'm pretty sure they've not named the pocket dimension they go to, but anyways, pretty much what happens is Kakashi is talking to Obito, and essentially like he activates the Raikuri, but like, and he goes up to Obito, but like he doesn't shove his hand in through him. So he's like, and Obito mentioned that he keeps hesitating to kill him, and Obito's like, why do you feel guilty about shit? And so while that happened, like pretty much Kakashi's talking to Obito, and he's like, your Naruto's just like you. Like, he talks like you, and he thinks like you, and he acts like you. And it's like, at least the way you were. And like in Kakashi's like deep down, like you must still feel that way. And Kakashi mentions the fact that I actually ended up also mentioning in my last chapter review, is that he's assuming that like I did, that Obito must be listening to Naruto talk for for whatever reason. Like, why else would he, like, there has to be a reason why he's listening to Naruto talk, and is entertaining that, because like he has to have a motive for it. And Kakashi assumes that Obito's motive for listening to Naruto talk about his ninja way and stuff is because that deep down he agrees with Naruto, and that he's like finding a way to rebel and come back to the good guy side. And Obito's like none of that shit's happened. Like, the reason why I'm listening to him yammer is because I do feel the way he did, and that's why I changed. And it's like, and I feel like like all the shit I have to deal with, like with the ninja world and all of it. Like I just feel like it's a big fake world and it's all full of bullshit. And so that's why I'm letting him talk, because it's like he's just motivated me to be an asshole about stuff. Because, and I think it's like I said, I think Obito's just talking to letting Naruto talk so he can talk to Naruto, so he can convince Naruto that the whole ninja world's bullshit. So um, which is kind of interesting. So it's like Naruto and Obito are trying to like convert each other to each other's sides, and right now they're kind of just at an ideological stalemate, because um like nobody is gonna go anywhere. I think they're at one of these like an immovable force and an unstoppable object situation, like where I think they're both like equal but opposites, so that's interesting. Also in this chapter we learned about why Rin died. It turned out when Rin was kidnapped by the Mist Village, that they made her the Jinchuriki for the Sanbi, which is the three-tailed turtle monster. And so what they were going to have happen was that what they wanted was for the Leaf Village to rescue Rin, so they could take Rin back to the Leaf Village, and then have her ultimately have the sound be rejected from her body, and that it to be released out the way the nine tails was, and in the way like the eight tails has been, and like in the lightning village, like how the Jinchuriki would be rejected, and so like shit would get attacked. So what they were planning was for that to happen with Rin, where she would go into the village, that her body would reject um, the tailed beast in her, or I guess vice versa, however it works. So the seal would be broken and it would release and it would attack and destroy the village. And so what she did is, when Kakashi was going in to attack their pursuers, because like they were fake chasing them to convince Kakashi to go to the leaf faster, so like the thing could destroy it quicker. So when that was happening, she jumped in front of Kakashi, and she decided to kill herself rather than have her village be attacked. So she um and so apparently also throughout the chapter, like Obito mentions, like the one reason why he became um a bad guy was not because he was mad that Kakashi couldn't save Rin, but because that Rin's death disillusioned him about the ninja world, so that he um rejected the ninja world because he felt like it was fake. And he made the thing that he said that that the real Rin wouldn't have let herself die, and she said like, so the Rin who died was a fake Rin, and that the whole world that they live in is just fake. So, and I guess it sounds like to me, like that Obito saw Rin die, and that he couldn't psychologically deal with that, so that essentially it sounds like his mind just got fractured, and he just decided to reject reality because he couldn't handle it. So, and that's certainly really interesting. I still think his motives for what he did is still kind of wishy-washy. Like it's better than essentially him being like a butthurt, guy with like who has issues with nice guy syndrome, you know, like that. It's still a better motive than essentially him being evil because he got friend zoned, which obviously I think nobody liked that reasoning, but like his new reasoning for it is still kind of wishy-washy. Like I kind of want more information, and I want to know a little bit more what his motives are. Like I guess specifically, like what is it about the world that he thinks is fake? Because like if he just thinks this is all fake, then this is kind of just like essentially an ass pull, which I think um you can kind of tell that they addressed his motives of being evil because he got friend zoned. Like it's kind of suspicious that they mention specifically, like, or they have him mention specifically that he didn't become evil because he got friend zoned, which is in the translation of the manga chapter that I read, like they kind of said that, like not verbatim, but like it like you can kind of read between the lines. Like it's like I didn't become evil because I got friend zoned. And pretty much I'm like, well, you're gonna have to prove that because your new motive still kind of seems shaky. So honestly, I think Kishimoto and his writing staff and his editing staff, like I think you can tell that they addressed it because his old motives were kind of just not, were stupid and kind of not really well thought out at all. So at least they listen to us when we complain about things. Um, I wish they'd listen us to more for other stuff we complain about, like the thing like with Sakura. Like I really like her character, and I'm kind of tired of her not being used to do anything. And I know a lot of people would like to see her and Hinata do like a lot more stuff. Like the lady characters need to have some more action because I think most of the fans are kind of tired of the female characters in Naruto not being able to do as cool of stuff as the guy characters. So although we've been complaining about that for a while and that's not been addressed, so they addressed the thing with Obito and being friend zoned, but like not that. So maybe if we complain hard enough. Um. So with that said, I liked the chapter. It was cool. Definitely looking forward to the next couple chapters. When the Hokages come, I want Kakashi and Obito to have a fight, and I hope Kakashi wins that fight, or at least doesn't die, because I like Kakashi. Like he's my favorite character, so I don't want him to kick the bucket. So like, knock on wood, like hopefully he'll make it out of this all right. With that said, this has been a review for Naruto manga chapter 629. Let me know your guys' thoughts on stuff, so make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.